There's our downspout. Sump pump line runs right along. And Tom's almost got this done. You just got to drill the hole.
Like
then you
that,
can go
just
on
like
vacation,
you
you
said.
know?
Now I feel comfortable too.
Yeah.
You have no idea how, my only regret is we should have done this long ago.
100%.
So here's a look at the sump pump. So I'm going to turn the water on and it's going to come out this pipe. So here's a look at the house from way up here. You can tell a lot of water goes down this hill. Customer has videos. Here's the screen sun porch. And it puddles right into this area here. So they have to sump pump all this out to the driveway whenever it rains hard. And if they don't, it goes through here and into that door over there. Here's a door that the water can get into. This is where the sump pump discharge pipe's going to go. And there is a lot of roots in here. And we know sprinklers are in here also. So tight. No, I like it. I'll say that. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching for sprinkler lines.
What's that one? Is that a root?
All right, good.
It's a line or a root?
It's a line.
Okay.
Sprinkler line. Working on getting the sump pump discharge in. That is where it's going to exit through the fence right there. And here we have to start putting the line back in. Little, okay, it's in. And then lift it up. Hello.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Awesome. Nice. Wait, you got it? Hey, that's where the discharge is coming out. Right there. All right, that's going to be the discharge for the sump pump. Here's that. It's under here. There's our downspout. The catch basin. Sump pump line runs right along. And Tom's almost got this done. You just got to drill the hole for the sump pump line, and then all these fittings will be plumbed in. And then he just has to attach the sump pump. And we are going to be backfilling this very soon.
You cut me a piece.
Okay. All right, let's see. Where's this rock go? Tom's getting the laser set up. Time to get our rock in here. Then we're going to put our base for our step in. That is 3.5. Okay. That 2-foot one, or what do you want?
Probably the 3-foot crappy one.
We have a crappy one?
So we'll screed that part over there. And then that bar that's down there, we'll have to move to the other side. You got it?
Okay.
Once you screed that little bit over there, so
I gotta get out. well.
Okay. Go ahead.
Got it?
Kind of like that if you put it right in the middle, basically.
You know, my next question I had, guys, in the winter, what do we do with the sump pump and any excess water sitting in there?
Nothing.
Do you
What do you
winterize
do
this?
with it
Nothing.
now? That's my funny way you say, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
really?
reason I said
That's
it's
why
so
we
low.
do it
It's-
so low.
It's below the frost line.
Oh, so it won't be, that's it.
You
It
have to
won't
do-
get cold down
there's
there. It won't be
no- There's
32.
no maintenance with that.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is if, yeah. That's why that basin's so big, that's why that's 4 feet down, it'll never freeze.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Now, if that basin was only 2 feet down, then
Then you would have to
Then
take
you
it
got-
out.
Then you pull it out, or you have to put a heater in there, run a heater.
Run a
on.
heater, that's, yeah,
Yeah.
that's, well, that's what I was thinking. I was up last night and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think of the frost line, but perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
that's why it's so deep. Wonderful. Beautiful. What do you think?
Is it wrong of me to wish that we have a lot of rain sometime soon?
No,
Oh, no.
No,
Once, no,
well,
no.
I told them that.
We
I
wanna-
said, come
He's like,
July.
"Don't wish that."
I said, come July.
Wait till
on
we're
the
done,
first
though.
storm,
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting a bottle of champagne and I'm texting them.
You know, it will be nice to be able to sit in here.
All right, I'll give you a little look at this. So that's a look at it. And we just let the customer see it. There is one of the stepping stones that goes on top. So it's that nice coal. So tomorrow we'll be cutting all these up, making this top step. And then we have to cut this soil down here to bring it to the step, since it's so high. So I don't know if you can see the previous owner before this was ground level. They brought in topsoil all the way up to here and filled this to make a flatter yard. Okay, Tom's cutting a little of that foundation away out of our way so the block sits flush. That way?
Pretty sweet.
Right there.
Just right down that paver. Spin around.
Looks nice. We got the step all dry fitted. Looks nice. Okay. All right, so we got our fabric and our rock behind the wall. Now Tom's gonna glue them. And then we have to cut this back and taper this to the edge of the wall.
Start here. Nice and thick.
Wait. All right, we're taking the rest of our blocks home. Love these forks. All right, so Tom started cutting the sod off. What we're doing is tapering this down. He uses a manual sod cutter. So he got 2 strips down plus that one down there. He will take 2 more strips of dirt out of here, 1 more strip here, and then we'll have a nice smooth transition right into the
Sod cutter cuts it off at a perfect 1-inch depth.
yeah. And that sod cutter cuts 1 inch. So Tom will cut 1 inch there. We'll take that off and then he'll do 1 more cut. I don't want to pack this in too tight yet, since we just put the, we just glued the steps in. So I'm gonna just get it roughly done, and then tomorrow, when this is really dry, then we'll really pack it in. Yeah, we just gotta get some of this off with a shovel. Can you go over here, just take a little off? See, there's a big ridge right here and here. There's a big ridge. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, nice. So. Now I got this root. That looks a little better than that board. And I don't know if I said, originally he was thinking about just putting an overlay over this. But actually, next week, they are having paver people come in and they are going to take this and they're going to cut all this concrete out and put pavers. And that's why we're going to leave this low like this, because they're going to take all this concrete out and lower this and have this all pitched over to the drain. They're using the, I always forget the name of that. The bottom step there is Stone Harbor. They're using that paver, and that is a coal step. And they're using Stone Harbor and the coal border along this whole patio in here and out here. So we wanted to get our step in to match. So now that we got this in, they can go around this real nice. So all we do is have a little bit more to do tomorrow. And we'll be done with our job. Can't wait to come back and see how it looks with the pavers around that. It's gonna look really nice. We had a little rain this morning. All right, so we're gonna get this sod put down. Do that first. I gotta get down here, right? May as well bring one piece over and let me see how high I have to go with this. Just put it here and I'll go close. All right, not looking that bad, but a lot of this sod we took up on the edges on both sides were not good, so we don't have enough sod to put back. So I will do the main areas. This was a little low, so I'm just lifting this up. But you can see, just for a couple days, it's already rooting in. That's why it's nice to do this when it's cool. But this will green right back up in a couple days. And I just have to fix this. We definitely don't have enough sod for this. So this will have to be seeded. So I just gotta fix this rock that we took out and put it to over here. Tom's just fixing up the redstone. We're gonna go and get a couple tons of redstone, just sprinkle it over the top, make it look a little nicer. There's really no fabric. It's just all dirt mixed in that. So he will do that. And I will work on this. Okay, I'll just wait for Tom to get back. He just went to get the stone. I'll just do a little bit of raking till he gets back. Then we just gotta hook up the pump, put all the screws in all the grates, and then start working our way out, clean it up. Tom is back with the redstone, so we'll start putting that down. Here. One more. Okay. Just turn that and go that way a little bit. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're just determining what we're doing. We can't put all the stone down yet because we got to get all the stuff out of here yet and put the fence back up.
We'll just put a pile here.
Huh?
We'll just put a pile here.
No, this should be enough for this. Just put one scoop right here, and then that should be plenty. That's good.
One more?
We'll have a lot here then. There'll be a lot here then.
Okay. All right.
I got a marker right here.
Cut that blue one shorter.
Yeah. You'll be able to reach it?
Go ahead.
Here?
Go ahead.
Oh, this. Want a mark on it?
It's set for, I'd say about 17, 18 inches. So okay.
Nice.
Put one more up here.
Okay. You get this yellow?
Yeah.
Like that or up more?
Yeah, as high as you can go. Put below the knot. Yep, right there.
Okay, this is all ready to go in. This is a nylon rope that we like to attach to this. That way you're not lifting from the pipe and then making that weak down there, getting all the cords zip tied out of the way. And we're ready to put the pump in and get the rest of the gluing in. Tom will tighten that up, make sure that's tight. We're gonna run the hose through here because we're not getting rain for a while. We wanna see it go off. So here's a look at the sump pump with the basin. This is the water from the left side of the house in the puddling area. This is for the downspout and the puddling area on that side. This is a discharge that goes to the driveway. This is a Liberty pump. And we use a remote float for two reasons. One, you can set the height of that to any height. So you can have the water come all the way up to here. He doesn't want the water to be high. He wants it to be out real quick. And the second reason is on pumps, probably 80% of the time, it's the switch that goes. You can actually just put a new one on and the pump is fine. When they're connected, then it's a big repair or it's not even worth it, you should just get a new pump. This way you can just change the remote float, because most of the time it is that goes bad, and that's an easy fix. Especially since this is a $500 pump, you would rather change this one part than to just get a whole nother pump. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the water on and it's gonna come out this pipe. I'm gonna put it in a basin over here. I'm gonna get the hose and I'm actually just gonna stick it inside this basin to fill it up.
So this is our dry well with sump pump overflow.
Up.
Dawn's just getting ready to turn the water on.
Nice.
So this is set to go off at about 16, 18 inches of water. Normally I would let that water go much higher, but
Yeah, you know me, I'm gonna say let's put it a lot lower. But
you don't want it to be short cycling.
got it. That makes sense. Yep.
So this is going to fill up about halfway. I mean, we'll check it once
Nice.
it's going. So the water's going to come out that 3-inch pipe.
Okay.
We just wrap that cord around there. You probably got an extra 10 feet of cord there, which is good.
Nice.
Gives us room to work on the
Gotcha.
on the pump.
Okay, but I should clean it out though after every.
You can check it.
Just check it. Yeah.
Say I would check it before leaf season again.
Right.
Because the majority of stuff that's going to get in there is just going to be from leaves, and you see how small that grate is.
Right.
You're really not going to get much
Not
in
gonna
there.
get much in there. Okay, good.
And the only way that thing gets fouled, and even then, you have to have dirt all the way up to where the pipe is.
Well, that's
And
what
then-
I'm thinking. I'm thinking the silt is going to kind of build up though, right? The soil.
It's going to take almost a foot
Will it? Yeah.
before it gets up to that.
Okay.
Good, that's a lot.
Okay.
This is completely set up with absolutely minimal maintenance.
Wonderful.
So if I was smarter, I would set these up with lots and lots of maintenance, and then I could just retire.
So maintenance package.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the key.
But we don't do that.
Membership maintenance package.
We like it as easy for you as possible.
Yeah, see, that water's not even coming up. It's going to take a while.
Yeah. I gotta set the other
Because there's
camera.
like 6 inches of rock below that.
Yeah.
And
So
the-
it's draining it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's a dry well.
Right.
That's percolating. And on top of that, you have, your sandy soil. So all that water's just going down.
It will.
So hopefully
not gonna fall.
it'll be able to saturate that and catch up.
So what do you think, based on your experience, what do you think is going in there per minute in water right now?
it's not even
Yeah,
right
I'm just
yet.
curious, because like, I'm
It's
just
got to
trying
be close to a gallon every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to guesstimate.
I'm trying to think of how quick it could fill up a 5-gallon
Yeah,
bucket.
how much rain
And that would be
we
pretty quick.
getting to cause this right now?
Well, plus you would have it coming in from both sides.
Yeah.
Especially from this one,
The
Right,
from the
downspout.
roof.
Right. That's
Yeah.
And then you have any water that's coming down the hill.
Yeah.
But like this coming in right now, like that's a lot of water.
I said this dry well is going to take them. That's why it's
So
it's
that's
going
really
to.
never going to run.
No,
Well,
it
yeah.
will.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why that's the overflow.
You know, we get those rains that are like an inch a minute.
Yeah,
and-
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's when
run.
it'll run. Like we had one a couple of weeks ago where it was like 10 minutes of sure like car wash
Yeah.
downpour, and then nothing.
Well,
No
what-
filling up in the well, nothing like that. But 20 minutes I've calculated when it just 20 minutes fills this up. Like it's just starting to fill
Yeah.
I'd
up
say we might be making a little
the
progress.
basin.
Yeah. No, we will because.
So this basin's probably handle about 300 gallons. Plus, on top of that, you have the fact that your soil percolates really well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I said that.
It's just starting to fill up now. I can see it
Yeah.
now. So where will it have to go to, Tom? The top of that black bucket?
About halfway up the green, say.
Halfway up the green?
Yeah,
Holy
the,
cow.
the bottom green.
That's going to take forever.
It's take a little while.
Could we just manually turn it on?
Yeah, but there's no water to pump
Oh, so it won't. Yeah. Where does it suck in the water from?
from the very bottom of the,
very bottom,
of the
right?
pump. Yeah,
Oh, it's not even hit that yet.
it's,
though.
there's nothing to pump yet. And at a 75-gallon per minute pump,
Dude.
it's gone like that.
Yeah, dude, there's no way.
No, like I said, we got you all set up for
No, this is it.
for the
There's no
big
way.
events.
This is it.
I said the little stuff,
What I'm talking about.
this dry well should handle it.
I like working with smart people. A lot of people and you've experienced this, they're just not smart.
Well, that's the thing is, you got to get people to trust that you know what you're doing.
Well, that's it. And
that's
you know,
where the
one
videos
thing
come in.
I like, you move very methodically, and that's the key too. You know, I've seen contractors come in and just like, and I'm like, I get it, but you didn't really have any method to what you did. You just kind of went fast, you burned through it, and then you didn't think about this, and that. And like, oh, well, we can always come back. And I'm like, it's not how I wanted you to do something.
Right.
You know? And it's hard to find.
Well, that's the way we like to work.
Yeah, well, it's hard to find contractors like yourself too.
Yeah, look, that is really sucking the water up. And the higher it comes, the more area it has.
I don't think you're going to be able to run this.
I'm starting to think that's
you're going to be able
too.
to run this. My soil is too good, Tom.
Why no?
It's too good for you.
And yours tested way above the soil survey that I can get off the internet. But that's what you want.
That's all I needed.
All
I needed was someone to know how to put a freaking drain in.
And that's saving you money because this costs you nothing. It's just soaking into the soil. But in a big storm, you're covered. I've been putting pumps in for years. I've never had to replace. I've never had to replace a Liberty pump.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I've had to replace the switch.
Yeah.
But when you got a $500 pump, and you can just replace the $75 switch, and then the pump keeps working, that's way better.
Honestly, I gotta go inside because there's no way this is gonna do anything. I think what you did here.
No, it's got it. We're gonna run it.
I think what you did here was too good.
So this is our dry well. We got the sump basin, and we have the sump pump as an overflow. This has been running with the hose for at least a half hour, and we haven't even reached the top, the bottom of the float. We were hoping we could get it to run, but the dry well is just soaking all that water up. So we got about a 300-gallon dry well going into a Liberty 75-gallon per minute pump. So this, if he does get a good storm, water coming down, this is going to send it right out of here. But we wanted a dry well in here because the soil is so well drained. We'll try and put it up on the screen. I believe they had a survey done here. I mean, you have the soil survey that said it can drain 6 inches an hour, but I think when they tested it, it tested close to 14 inches an hour of water. So, like I said, the percolation of this soil is absolutely amazing. So that's why we have the dry well. And even this is not a real big dry well, and it's just taking all that water right away.
All right, guys. This has been running for over an hour, and because of the dry well, it's not raising. They have really good sandy soil, so the water is just draining out. Plus, this dry well will hold 300 gallons of water. So the customer's just shutting the water off. We're gonna wait for a big storm and have to give you an update at a different time if it's not up before I edit this video.
See? Now we can't close it if we wanted it.
I know. Well, as long as you're happy.
Oh, so happy. So happy. When we get the pavers done, they should be done by like next Wednesday, Thursday, they said.
Okay.
It's amazing they can do it that quick.
Yeah, I'll take the pictures and very cool.
But I want to see how fast this drains down too. It's gone already.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's,
So all the water drained out.
Send you a bill for my water, but that's it.
That's why he asked you.
And then we're even.
That's what he wanted to know. You sure you want us to run the water? Because, yep. So this is good. So when we get those massive storms, when we're getting like 7 to 10 inches, or steady rain for a week, this is going to be fantastic.
That's the key, because those two things are the biggest problem.
Yep.
Those two things gone. 20 minutes of massive downpours.
Oh yeah.
Anything more than 20 minutes, or like 5-7 days of consistent rain,
Right.
and then just a light rain after that.
Yeah, because everything's saturated.
Because everything's saturated.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Babe, we can't even get the sump pump going. It just drains.
Here, look. We had this running for an hour or a little more.
That's great. That means if
Look,
we
the
downpour
but look,
for an hour, it's gonna never.
it had 2 inches of water, and in seconds the water was gone.
Wow.
You have good drainage. This holds 300 gallons.
This is amazing.
Isn't that the greatest thing?
Yeah.
Isn't it the greatest thing?
You know what's gonna happen now, you guys? We're
Nothing.
never gonna have
Nothing. Thank God.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
look,
going with the snowblower theory, right?
Exactly.
It's just like
Then you can
it's
go
just
on
like
vacation.
insurance. You never want to have.
You know?
Now I feel comfortable too.
yeah.
You have no idea how, my only regret is we should have done this long ago.
100%.
Tom, you have to get that on. So that just takes screws if you need to ever get in there. All right, we tried to get the pump to go and it wouldn't go. The drywall just kept eating the water. But put some silicone in here. There's a look at the silicone. That will just prevent any like muddy water from the back of that since there's dirt behind there. All right, we are completely finished. We ran the hose into the dry well sump basin, trying to get it to pump out, but it just drained too fast. They have really good soil here, so we couldn't. But as soon as it rains really hard, we're gonna have to give you an update. There's no rain in the future. So I'll give you a look at everything. So we put a little layer of redstone on just to fix the things that we messed up. That is where the sump pump discharges through the fence. Here's the downspout that goes into the 12-inch basin, and from there this goes around and that goes into the 20-inch basin, and that's the dry well. And then we have more water that puddled over here. So this water would be a big giant puddle here. So now that can go into here, and that will also go into the basin. So here's the step. Now tomorrow, they're coming to take all this concrete out, and he's getting pavers put in here. And they're bringing them all the way up to here. So this is actually gonna be a 6-inch step. So you're only gonna see about 3 inches of that. And their pavers are gonna be the Stone Harbor. So we use the Stone Harbor block, and they're gonna have a coal accent, and we use the coal step. Here's another look from up top. So you can just imagine how much water they're getting when it does rain. Sod came out nice. So except for the yellow marks on the grass, you would hardly know we were here. Here's the plug for the sump pump.